Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We have legs for you today. Two of our leg stations are using the timer. If you haven't been aware, our current clock is broken. So if you're coming into open gym, I have found a 45-second, 15-second timer on YouTube. So even if you just log into my YouTube and you look up 45-second workout timer, you'll find a plethora of stuff. It's not like the bottom end where it says like 3, 2, 1. You just have to go on the beats. But when I get to those stations, I'll explain how those work. First station here is not on the timer. It is drop, set, walking lunges. So I'm going to pick up my heavy dumbbells. I'm going to go all the way down, long lean lunges. Try to get your back in as close to the floor as possible. I'm going to take it down and back. Then I'm going to take my medium set right away, down and back. Then my light set right away, down and back. That's all one set. Your goal is 3 to 4 of them. Okay? If you're advanced, you have 4. If you're a beginner, maybe 2. These will knock you out. These get my legs sore every time. As long as you go deep and you go heavy enough, and you're going to feel that heart rate. So between 2 and 4, depending on your fitness level. Also, if you are a beginner, you might want to go like 12, 10, 7.5, or even 10, 7.5, nothing. Okay? Next. This is another just station off the timer. This is your landmine seesaw lunges. So when I pick this up, I am picking it up on my inside arm, outside leg, okay? And sometimes I don't know exactly where my foot's gonna be until I begin the movement. So first thing you wanna think about, so we call them seesaw because as I hinge forward, my back leg goes up. I am not hinging and then kicking. That's how you work your low back. So you have to think of your body as an actual seesaw. This arm and this leg are one. So I have to, as one goes down, the other goes up. Okay, so that's the first part of the motion, is that nice movement. Now what I typically like to do is start with a second motion where I'm here. Because when you lunge, I want to make sure that that post is not too far into your leg, that it has room. So right here is pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to seesaw, and then look, I'm going to step back to a lunge. Watch my back leg. It never steps in, right? So I teeter forward, and as I come up, I sit back. I am not doing that, okay? Now, some of us don't have as good balance, and that's totally okay. Multiple options. You could stick with just the seesaw part for 12 and then lunge it up and down for 12. You could take a dumbbell if that's too hard for you. We'll get an equalizer, and you could do it with a dumbbell, just like that as well. All right, so we can make modifications. I would say 3 to 4 sets here. Okay, next one's on the timer. Bench inner thigh sequence. Single by pulse, staying all on one side. Okay. Straight legs on the bench. Ankle straight. You don't want to bend like this. You want to have it straight. I don't know if you can see Danny, but I need a straight leg here. I'm going to angle this foot slightly out. So what I'm talking about is no bent ankle. Straight ankle. So I'm really at the edge of it. Okay. My toes angled out. Not straight out. When my movement is I'm shifting my glutes towards the power racks. So my body falls away off the bench. Okay, so I'm sitting back into this. I'm not coming down and bending this leg. You're literally falling out, back, and away. So this is the motion. So notice, it's literally just here and here. I'm doing that angle. This does absolutely nothing but stay straight. So, 45 seconds, you're gonna do singles. If you wanna hold dumbbell, great. You wanna put a little body bar behind your back for your low back, and instead of having a diagonal, awesome. I don't care what you do. You might not even need anything. Then, when it beeps, you're going to pulse it for 15. Okay? Then it's going to beep again. You're going to go 45 again. And then it's going to beep, and then you're going to do 15. And then you rest and do the other leg, and that's one set. Okay? So on the timer, I had it timed out. I think 4 sets was about 8 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So goal is 3 to 4 sets here on the timer. So 45, 15, 45, 15 per leg. All right? Okay. And the back. Again, on the timer. If you have trouble hearing the beep, you can phone here for your interval timer, but again, this is on the 45-15. So if the banded walls sit like this, 45 seconds, you could just keep the tension, you could pulse, do whatever you need to, you could play with your hands, I don't care what it is, do something to hold that 45. When it beeps 15 seconds, you're gonna low squat walk like this, okay? When it beeps again, you're just gonna give me wide leg, Romanian deadlift. So I have a little bit more bend here. So I'm just gonna go here and here, and it's actually slow for 45 seconds. Right here, all I'm thinking about is my glutes and my hammies, right? So right now, even without any weight, I'm feeling right back here by just touching and lifting. And notice I'm not going all the way up. I'm just going right to about here. And again, I really feel that. Then when it beeps again, 15 seconds, you're gonna make your way back to the wall or wherever you can, even if you stop here, and it's gonna beep, and you're gonna rest. So 45, 15, 45, and then 15 walk back. Then you can rest for the next 45 seconds, 15 seconds, and then start again. So I did factor in that rest here. I think it was 3 full sets of this, okay? So that is everything, guys.